Welcome back, everyone, to Ferris State basketball coverage from courtside. Rob Bentley and Sandy Golston with you after a 90-86 Bulldog victory over Lake Superior State, and joined by the head coach of the Bulldogs, Andy Bronkema. And coach, another classic matchup between your team and the Lakers here this afternoon.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, thanks for coming out. Right, everybody. This place was loud. There was a lot of people here cheering for us. Lake State brought a crowd. This is a great GLIAC game, and Lake State's a very good team. First half, they really executed their stuff. We've been working on it for a while, and it still works because of how they're coached and their discipline and the talent of their players. And in the second half, we just got a few timely stops and played a little harder, a little better defense, a little more aware. But we really got our pace of play going, which was big for us.
Really seemed like you came out in the second half, really got the energy going early, and played some guys in the second half that really came in off the bench and gave you some great minutes. Yeah,
our strength is our depth. We're just trying to get everybody firing on all cylinders every night. And, we've had some guys, it's basketball, right? Guys are nicked up. They're in and out of the lineup. Somebody's playing great someday. I'm proud of our team for understanding it. And the 5 guys are going to finish the game. And there might be 7 guys going real well, so 2 of them are sitting there. We went offense for defense at the end of the game, but these guys are bought into it. And, really at halftime, there was some reason to be discouraged and got a little confidence going into halftime with the way that these guys approached our mistakes, our mentality, and the things that we needed to fix. There wasn't a lot to say. The things I said they agreed with. We were on the same page. We just had to go out and do it, and they did, which isn't easy. Lake State's got a great resume. They're a very good team, but tonight we were able to protect home court, and now we're going on our longest road trip of the year next week.
Maybe talk about the work you guys did on the offensive glass. 12 offensive rebounds, outscored them 25-3 on the offensive glass, and really came up with some big rebounds going down the stretch.
Yeah, that's big. That's something that we do focus on. I thought early in the game we had some guys standing on the perimeter, just standing there and watching. And you can't get it if you don't go. So you got to get a foot in the paint. You got to make a move to get to an open area where maybe you have some angles, or the ball could bounce, a higher percentage chance the ball could bounce there. And you got to do that time and time again in order to get those offensive rebounds. Because sometimes they just fall to you, but you got to go. So that was a good observation. I think that was huge for us, those second chance points. And, we really battled in there because Lake Superior is known for their grittiness and their toughness, so you have to match that.
How nice was it to be back at home, playing in front of the home fans here with some students starting to come back to campus, and obviously, as you mentioned, a great crowd here today for the first home doubleheader of the season.
Well, first of all, they showed up for the women's game, which I appreciate. We got a great women's team, and they were here for that game, and they stayed for our game, and it was great support. And that's why I led with that, because that was awesome. And, our administration, doing good things. Cedric's got the fast break suites there. That was pretty cool. So it's good to see those things. And I think these teams deserve it because they're working hard to represent the university, doing everything they can. And, everybody that came here today saw a great game. I mean, they saw a great Lake State team, a great Ferris team, going to work. So, we want to pack this place out and gain that momentum, plenty of room on the bandwagon. But I agree, Robert. That was special, and the energy is just different when it's like that.
Coach, as you mentioned, off to Michigan Tech and Northern Michigan next week. Another couple tough games coming up as you go on one of the longest road trips of the season. Yeah,
I tried to beat you to the – you always ask me that, and I tried to reference it earlier and beat you to the punch. But for me, it's a fun trip. I stand up for the UP schools. I love the UP schools in our league. I think they're state schools. They're in Michigan. I love those trips. I think they're, Northern's very good. All right, Tech made it to the finals last year. Coach Bittner, I like going up there, and I like the challenge. It's very hard places to play. It's a long trip. So some people might complain about it or think, oh, this is a long trip. I really like it, and I'm looking forward to spending time with the guys and hanging out with them. It's hard sometimes being away from family, but at the same time, this is where the memories are made, and it's going to be, it's going to be a big time battle in those 2 games, and hopefully we could, fare pretty well.